looking at the World Economic Forum, Africa. Remember the last one, which Kayode attended, was all the way in Davos in Switzerland, and remember he brought some snow back for us. But we're going to be looking at the African one now, which will take place in, wait for it, Nigeria. We've been telling you that for a few weeks now. It's going to be taking place in Abuja in May of this year. The contributions of the World Economic Forum to socio-economic and political development in Africa has been tremendous. But this year they're going to be looking at impact investment. To tell us what all this means for Nigeria and for Africa at large, it's my pleasure to welcome the Academic Director, Owner Manager Program, Lagos Business School, Henrietta Onwebuzie. Good morning and thank you for coming. Sitting next to her is Sam Wanze, Director, Finance and Investment, Tony Elumelu Foundation.
Thank you.
Good morning. As well as Onito Olarewaju, Holistic Business Solutions Mentor UWIN Program. Thank you. Sorry?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much for coming. Now, Nigeria is the host of this big event in May. What are the things we're expecting to get from it?
Well, I think that we should be expecting to attract a lot of foreign attention, global attention, I should say. Nigeria doesn't have a very positive image, and when people come into the country, they're surprised at what they find. And I think we should take advantage to showcase Nigeria for what it is, and also show them investment opportunities that will necessarily help our people and our economy.
Every time people tell me about attracting investment to Nigeria, I always get worried because, like many people have said before, without power, there isn't much that we can achieve. Because if you went somewhere else and set up your business, you would have to contend with all the numerous challenges which Nigeria offers. So if I were, for instance, a Swiss investor, and I was looking for a place to invest, please tell me, Mr. Wanze, why would I come to Nigeria when I know that I have to factor in additional expenses, especially to cover our power supply?
Yeah, I think that's a great question, and it fits into how we look at things at the Heirs Holdings and the Tony Elumelu Foundation. As you know, you're right, power has a major impact in terms of how investments can be sustainable in any market. And it's not just power, it's that and also a lot of other infrastructural issues like transportation infrastructure, even the financial system. In Nigeria, you would notice that in the last couple of years, there's been positive movement with respect to how some of these problems will be fixed. The government came out with a power roadmap and has carefully implemented that roadmap over the last couple of years. A good example is we invested in the largest thermal power plant in the country, the Ughelli Power Plant. And when we took over that plant, the plant was generating somewhere around 100 and something megawatts of electricity. And just a few months after, we've been able to take it to over 360, almost 400 megawatts in electricity.
Well, I've got news for you, Mr. Wanze. We're not feeling it yet.
Yeah, and that's because the gap. That's because of the gap, right? The country, we're a country with a population of about 170 million people, currently doing about 4,000 megawatts on average. If you look at that in parallel to a country like South Africa that has about 40 million people, they're doing somewhere around 40,000 megawatts. So there's a huge gap.
Megawatt per head.
Exactly. so there's a huge gap. There's a huge gap that we're yet to fill. But I think we are making positive steps towards that, especially now that you have the private sector being involved and they have a mindset of growth and value addition and value creation. And so you begin to see these changes come as we go along. But I mean, it's going back to the question that you asked, which is why would an investor want to come here? I mean, I think there are multiple reasons. I mean, first of all, is Nigeria is a country that is blessed with enormous resources, both human and natural, and all kinds of resources as you can imagine.
It's a huge market for them too.
Huge market, 170 million people, urbanization around 40-something%, growing middle class, increase consumerism, and the guys who took the bet on Nigeria earlier on, especially if you look at the telecom space and what's happening in retail, are reaping that reward. So in every market there are risks. What you do is you price the risk into the investments that you make, but it doesn't mean that you cannot make a return.
So what you're saying is that in spite of all those challenges, I will still make my money.
Oh yes.
Definitely, definitely, and it's been proven,
Anywhere
right?
else, more than
It's been
anywhere
proven, as you will see in many sectors of the economy. You find people who have, taken that risk and are making that money, and we are seeing more and more improvements.
Okay, Lisa, why do you think it took so long for Nigeria to eventually be the host or emerge the host of the World Economic Forum Africa?
I think this is the first time it's even coming to West Africa in the first place. And it's not about why did it take Nigeria so long. I think it's why did it take West Africa so long. I think the whole essence of the Economic Forum is, and if we look at the topics around Africa, is actually having to develop Africa as a continent. And it coming to Nigeria should have come before now, but we needed to prove ourselves as to we're ready to bring this home to West Africa. So I believe now is the time, with the budget coming out and having to do with inclusive growth and creating jobs. This is the right time for Nigeria to show what we have, to show the fact that we have something to offer the world, we have something to offer Africa. So it's time.
Are you implying that UN, which you are a mentor of, is part of the things that would have inspired Nigeria to bid for it and eventually
everything the government is doing now is towards bringing inclusive growth, having to impact the people at the bottom. But I would like to go back to what she said. Things like power still affect those kind of issues. We need to have people look at the investment in Nigeria as something that can affect the bottom line. So if we look at power, for instance, I was talking to her before we came in, and I said, is power impact investment? Because impact investment has to do with social good, capital for the common good. I think we should take power as part of impact investment, as we are now in Nigeria. We need investors in that sector, like what Tony Moodman Foundation is doing, to be able to impact the people at the bottom. A small business is trying to thrive. Some of the businesses that won UN are trying to use the 10 million naira they get